All right, welcome aboard. Today we're talking about partial fraction decomposition. We're going to break it down BRNY style right now. So let's say you're given a polynomial fraction expression, something like this here. 5x minus 12 divided by x squared plus 3x minus 18. Step number one, you're going to factor downstairs. So downstairs is denominator, this guy here. We're going to do a quick reverse FOIL, and we're going to get x plus 6, x minus 3. Let's confirm. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. X times 6 is 6x. 6x minus 3x is 3x. And 6 times negative 3 is 18. Great, all squared away downstairs. Let's rewrite everything. So our expression here is going to be identical to what we were given up here. And then we're just going to write it in terms of our newly FOILed downstairs. Our new denominator here, x plus 6 times x minus 3. Moving on, here is where we're going to apply the decomposition process. We're going to apply a and b. So we're going to take our original expression with the FOILed denominator, and we're going to break our two pieces here into a and b. So a over x plus 6 plus b over x minus 3. Next, we need to find the lowest common denominator. The lowest common denominator between these two polynomial expressions is going to be them times each other, so it's going to be our FOILed result. After we've got our lowest common denominator, we are going to cross multiply and put them over the lowest common denominator. And when I say cross multiply, we're going to go back up here, we'll take a look. We're going to cross multiply a times x minus 3 and b times x plus 6. So let's check it out. Cross multiply a times x minus 3 plus b times x plus 6. And we're going to put it over the lowest common denominator. And that was our FOILed result here. So we went from the original expression to the decomposed form, and then we cross multiplied and put over the lowest common denominator. Moving on, we're going to turn our attention to the upstairs, just the numerators now. 5x minus 12 is equal to a times x minus 3 plus b times x plus 6. Let's go into step 7. We're going to partition the roots. The roots of these two polynomials are going to be 3 for this one, because that would make it 0, and negative 6 for this one, because it would make this one 0. So let's start with, let's let x equal 3. If we take this expression and sub in our value of 3 for x, we're going to get 5 times 3 minus 12, 5 times 3 minus 12, is equal to a times 3 minus 3 plus b times 3 plus 6, is equal to a times 3 minus 3 plus b times 3 plus 6. Let's simplify. 5 times 3 is 15, minus 12 is 3. This is 0, so a is 0. And that's going to be 3 plus 6 is 9, so 3 is equal to 9b. Basic algebraic operation here, divide both sides by 9, b is equal to 1/3. Now let's partition the second root. The second root being negative 6, because if this was negative 6, then we'd have a 0 over here now. Just like before when we made it 3, we got a 0 over here. We're going to do the second one right here. So let's let x equal negative 6. Plugging everything in, 5 times negative 6 minus 12 is equal to a times negative 6 minus 3 plus b times negative 6 plus 6. 5 times negative 6 minus 12 is equal to a times negative 6 minus 3 plus b times negative 6 plus 6. Negative 6 plus 6 is 0, so this whole term is gone, including the b. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. Negative 30 minus 12 is negative 42. Negative 6 minus 3 is 9, so we have negative 42 is equal to negative 9a. We will divide both sides by 9. Dividing a negative from another negative is going to give us a positive. A is equal to 14 over 3. Now we're going to sub in our a and b's. So where we used to have a and b from step 5, now we're going to sub in what we just solved for in step 7. B is equal to 1/3, a is equal to 14/3. So original expression here is equal to a times x minus 3, where a is equal to 14/3, all over our lowest common denominator. And that's going to be plus b times x plus 6, where b is equal to 1/3, all over our lowest common denominator. Now here's the fun part. Goodbye, goodbye, mega goodbye. Goodbye, and goodbye. Now our big ugly expression has just gotten a whole lot simpler. Let's go ahead and write up our final answer. Final answer, 5x minus 12 divided by x squared plus 3x minus 18, which is the expression we were given, is equal to 14 over 3 times x plus 6 plus 1 over 3 times x minus 3. Because this 14/3, 14 stays upstairs, 3 goes downstairs, those canceled out. 14 over 3 times x plus 6, good to go. And again, we canceled our like terms here, and our 1/3, 1 stays up top, 3 goes downstairs, 1 over 3 times x minus 3. Final answer, right there. And that's partial fraction decomposition Barney style.